In this video, I'm going to showcase this character in anime dimensions. This is what I'm using and with no assists or damaging traits. Remember to like the video and subscribe. The first ability isn't too strong and the second ability also isn't too strong. But third ability is really good because first of all it resets the ability of the first and second abilities and it gives it 100% crit chance and more critical damage. The fourth ability is also really strong, also gives you so much pet energy. But the assist isn't the best. Really, you shouldn't use Shanks as an assist. He's not too good as an assist. Now, in raids without a pet, he isn't like outstanding, but he's pretty good because his third ability is actually really good for like a third ability, because first of all it resets the cooldown of the first and second ability, and then it also guarantees that it crits, that both of them crits, and gives them more critical damage. So basically just a lot more damage on the first and second abilities, which he also resets. So that's really good. And especially with Kurumi, if you use third ability right before Kurumi activates, so you just activate it once the third ability is active, you can use the first and second abilities like a couple of times with that 100% critical chance and critical damage buff. So with Kurumi, he's actually a really good character. And without a pet, he's still really good, but you can't really use the third ability that often since you can't really reduce the cooldown of it instantly. But it's still pretty good because since it's not a that long cooldown, you can use it quite often, and once you do use it, it's a really good move. But with Kurumi, he's gonna be tremendously better than he is without a pet. But right now I'm using Garo Pet, so how does Garo Pet benefit Shanks? Now, when I use a pet, Garo Pet with Shanks, he's not as good as I want him to be, even though he has an amazing third ability. I might even think that he's better with Kurumi Pet than Garo Pet, because if you use third ability with Kurumi Pet active, he's absolutely strong. He's one of the strongest at that state. Like 100% critical chance and more critical damage. He's really strong. But with Garo Pets, the only thing he has is that he can spam a bit more. He can use his third ability a bit more often. One thing to keep note on is that you always want to have the Garo Pets decrease the cooldown of the third ability, because the third ability is the main asset of Shanks that you want to reserve at all times, because the third ability is really good. So you should always try to have that third ability active, and doing that is by having always the Garo Pet reduce the cooldown of your Garo or your third ability. The fourth ability is also really good with Shanks, and once you use a good pet, because what am I trying to say? Because it gives you so much energy. It's actually a really good move for energy. It gives you a lot of energy, and yes, it does take quite a long time to actually activate, but it's strong, gives you a lot of energy, so it compensates for how long it actually takes to use it. So it's always worth the use, that one. In Boss Rush, he is okay. Well, he doesn't have the most amount of damage because he can only spam like every so often. He can't spam too much since he doesn't have a spam move necessarily. He just has an ability that resets the abilities, so it's not a spam character. That's probably a bit bad for him. But still, he's not terrible. I would not use him for a boss rush though, since there are definitely better alternatives than Shanks, and that's a lot saying because he's the 9th best in raids with the pets, so he's not going to be the best in boss rush either, as you can imagine. Now in Dimensions, he does not have a dash move, which a lot of raid characters actually don't. Like, I'm surprised by that. But one thing he does have is a speed boost whenever he does use the third ability. As you can see now, I'm much faster, and that's pretty good. It's okay. It's good enough for beginners. I wouldn't say that Shanks is a very good dimension clearer though. I wouldn't use him for dimensions, and the same way as I wouldn't use him in raids, I wouldn't use him in dimensions. He's not too good. He doesn't have a dash, he doesn't have the best damage without the third ability. His AoE is sufficient, I guess, but he isn't the best dimension clearer. So, as I've told you right now, he's not the best for raids, he's not that good of an assist, and he's not that good in dimensions. So why should you get Shanks? Now, you should get Shanks for the stat points. Simple as that. Shanks is like right in the middle of raid characters, and when it comes to raid damage with Garo pets, being 9th best overall, slightly better than Infinity Gojo, slightly worse than Obito, but he doesn't have a use. Like, there are 9 other characters that are better than him in raids, so you definitely shouldn't use him in raids. And also, in Dimensions, he doesn't have a dash move, so he won't be the best. And as an assist, he's definitely not good because he doesn't have that much damage. He doesn't have like an awakening move, so it's not like it buffs anything. So he's not useful for anything. So you really shouldn't get Shanks. Get all the characters that might be useful, and then get the other characters, as many as you can, for stat points. Shanks being one of those that you only get for stat points. Now, it's unfortunate to say because Shanks has been one of the better raid characters before, but he's now just outclassed by the newer ones with Awakenings and just Dio, for example. Because all new characters after Shanks has basically been better than it, so it's kind of sad to see him fall. It feels bad to say this, but Shanks is not someone you should get. Shanks is just for stat points, like a lot of other characters. Like, he's not useful for anything, basically. Like, in raids, there are better options. Dimensions, there are better options. Assists, there are better options. You just shouldn't really get Shanks. It's just for the stat points. Without a pet, he's actually pretty good. And the fact that he actually does have the 100% crits on the skill 1 and 2 once you use the third ability, and that you get more critical damage, so it's actually strong. But other than that, he's not too good at anything. So, like, he's not gonna do much. And with the pet, he's not much better than he is without the Garo pet. Surprisingly, I thought that was weird. But with Kurumi pet, he's gonna be really good. But Shanks is just not useful for anything. You won't have any use for him. He's not meta or anything. You won't use him if you have like Dio with Estet and Yurichi. You won't really use him. So I would not recommend getting him just for stat points after you've gotten the characters you want to. So Obito is better than Shanks in damage, and also Shanks doesn't have as much use as Obito. So I would put Shanks just below Obito, and Gojo is slightly worse than Shanks, and both without the pet and with the pet. So I would think that this is a rather fitting placement. You really shouldn't get Shanks. Like, if you didn't know how this is gonna correlate, like the C tiers are kind of characters that you probably won't get. You can get them after you've gone to meta, before you get like just characters for stat points. They have some use, they're kind of good, but you don't prioritize them. The B tiers are kind of like characters that you can buy. They're good, but they're not meta. Well, SDF actually is. A tier, really good, you should buy them. S tier, you will buy this character first. I'm telling you, buy Dio first. Dio is like the best character in the game, for raid characters at least, but like even then, he's really good. But in D tier, don't get these just for stat points. And then we got Demon Rimuru. Never get Demon Rimuru. It's just get Demon Rimuru for the stat point. Literally get Demon Rimuru last because they are trash. But yes, Shanks, I feel like it's a fitting spot here. Not too good. He's an okay character, but there are better options. So yeah, that's about it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you want to, you can subscribe because I'm going to make a giveaway at 30,000 subscribers, so that's going to be neat. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one.